Hello, my name is John Wilson. I am the reference librarian here at Georgia Southwestern State University. If you ever need help with research, please don't hesitate to contact me. My information can be found in the library guide, or you can email me at john.wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N, @gsw.edu. Alright, so let's get started. In this video, I would like to show you how to perform EBSCOhost database searches within Galileo. First, let's click on a web browser. I'm going to be using Google Chrome. And keep in mind that in some cases, web browsers may have different results. So for optimal results compared to this video, I recommend using Google Chrome as your browser. So once you open the web page, you want to make sure you're at gsw.edu, which is the GSW homepage. That's www.gsw.edu. And once we're at the home page, we want to hover on the academics link right here. And below academic resources, we want to click on the library link. Now once we're at the library webpage, we can scroll down and look at our library resources. Here we see Galileo, which is our article database collection. We have Tapasso, which is our interlibrary loan collection. Galileo has both full-text articles and only abstracts. If you cannot find the full-text article that you want in Galileo, you can order that article through interlibrary loan or Tapasso. Now, as you can see, there are 3 different icons right here. But to make things easier for you, let's just go into GILfind. Now, GILfind has a dashboard that contains the links that we need for today's exercise. Also, I imagine that most of you are at home conducting this research. If this is the case, you'll need to log into Galileo, you'll need to log into interlibrary loan, and to save time, and also to make it very convenient for you because of this dashboard, we can just log in right here. So if you're at home, go to gsw.edu, go to the library page, click on the GILfind icon, and then let's click sign in right here. And you'll use your GSW email address and password. Once you put in your password, you'll have to confirm your account, and so you'll have to authenticate it through a text message. And just put in those numbers once you get that text. Alright, we should now be successfully logged in, and what you should see is your name in the upper right hand corner. If for whatever the reason you get an error message, then please report it to me as soon as possible. My email address again is john.wilson@gsw.edu. We'll get you up and running as soon as possible. Alright, so let's get started. Go to your dashboard, the ellipses icon, or these 3 dots, click on it. And again, we're going to be focusing on Galileo and interlibrary loan. Let's go to Galileo. So once you're inside Galileo, you should see a familiar site. You should see the Galileo homepage. Many of you have probably in the past used the EBSCOhost database search feature right here. Now Galileo is an aggregated database collection. EBSCOhost is a collection of databases. There are also different database collections such as ProQuest and ERIC. In this video, I just want to talk about only EBSCOhost database collections. I do have other videos, so if you need to do more searches than what you find here, and I recommend you do all of the searches, then you can watch those videos to learn how to perform searches in both ProQuest and ERIC. Alright, so let's get started with the EBSCOhost database collection search. Click on Advanced Search right here. Now before we even bother with keywords, we want to make sure that we narrow down our discipline field. As I've stated before, we're doing an EBSCO databases search. So we're looking through multiple databases, over 50. We want to narrow it down as much as possible, and one way to do that is by finding the subject that we are going to be using the research for. So we're not going to be looking for biology articles. We're not going to be looking for dentistry or dance articles. So what we want to do is just find education. That's the only subject that matters for this particular course. So let's check that box. So now our search is going to be filtered to only involve those databases that are considered relevant for this subject. Once you do that, let's scroll down. For this course, you'll have to use scholarly peer-reviewed journals or articles. To make sure that you do use those, check this box right here. Also in this course, you will need a date range of 10 years, so the articles cannot be older than 10 years of age. Let's do a start year of 2012. Let's do an end year of 2022. Now we have a 10-year date range. We also are only going to be getting scholarly peer-reviewed articles right here. And we're also going to be looking at only education databases within EBSCOhost. Now that that's out of the way, let's focus on our keywords. So for my particular example, I'm interested in math anxiety with elementary school children. My keywords would be math, also anxiety, also elementary. But before we put in elementary, let's look at this right here. You see the and is in all caps. We also have the choices of or not. The reason why it's in all caps is because the computer does not consider these words for the search, so it's not a keyword. The computer considers this a direction. These are called Boolean operators. If we use a Boolean operator and, what we are telling the computer is that in addition to the keyword math, the keyword anxiety must appear within the article. So what happens is the computer will identify those articles with both the word math and anxiety appearing within it. Those articles that fit that bill will be rotated to the top of the search, and those that do not will be rotated to the bottom of the search. That makes finding that subject matter that much easier. If we were to use the Boolean operator or, instead of narrowing down our search, we are actually expanding our search. What we are now telling the computer is that we are looking for any articles in the education databases that have the term math and the word anxiety. So we may get articles on anxiety that don't include math and vice versa. That is going to increase our search result numbers. We also can use the Boolean operator not. Not is an exclusion, and it will immediately eliminate a certain keyword that you do not wish to appear in that article search. So if we are putting in math but not anxiety, we will receive all articles with the keyword math. However, those articles that have math and also anxiety as keywords will be excluded. Alright, so let's get started. Let's use and. So I'm interested in articles with math and anxiety and elementary. Right here we have select a field option. If we click on it, we can tell the computer what exactly to search our keywords in. It can be only in the text, it can be only in the article title, only in the journal title, or in the abstract. Okay? I like to leave this field alone because I want as many search results as possible. Let's quickly review. We have the date range, 10 years. We have the scholarly peer-reviewed box checked. We have our discipline narrowed down to just education. And we have our keywords, and we have an understanding of our Boolean operators. Okay, let's search. So as you can see, we have 12,244 results. If we look on our left-hand side right here, where it says refined results, we can see those changes that we indicated in our advanced search. Our scholarly peer-reviewed box is checked. Our date range is 2012 to 2022. Now what we want to do is make sure that we get as many empirical research articles as possible and eliminate other things such as literature reviews. To do that, we want to go down to where it says limit by type. And we want to only check this box right here where it says reports. Reports is a good keyword term that will indicate empirical research articles. Okay, so once that box is checked, you can see we have narrowed it down quite significantly. Now we can focus on the results. Notice right here you see a blue box. If you see a blue box, there is only an abstract for that article. The full article is not available. Let's first find one with the full article. So here we have number 3, and I'm seeing my keywords bold. We see mathematics anxiety, math. Let's click on it. Before you read your article, I recommend that you examine the abstract or summary first. And of course, we want to make sure it's an empirical research article. We see math anxiety here, and we see an age range right here, 8 to 9 years old, 12 to 13 years old. So this looks perfect for my results. We're also seeing right here that more girls had comorbid mathematics anxiety and developmental dyscalculia than did boys. So this is also involving gender. So this is an interesting addition to my research. Now I may want to focus on gender as well with the elementary math anxiety students. So I like this article. I want to use it. What I want to do is determine beyond doubt that it is definitely an empirical research article. To do that, I'm going to click on PDF full text. And if you would, please go on the library guide and look at the PDF that I've added on what empirical articles, a breakdown of the empirical articles, the different sections such as the abstract, the introduction, the methods, the results, and the discussion. Take a look at that to see how you can quickly look over it and determine if this article is indeed empirical research. A good indication, of course, is an abstract at the top, the introduction. We're also looking for a methods section. There's the methods, looking for some good quantitative or qualitative data. Here's the results section. Here's some data. We're looking for a discussion. There it is. So this looks like an empirical research article. Now let's take a look at the references. The reference section is very important because if we liked what we read in this article, we can certainly order these articles as well, provided they're in the date range. And of course, we're looking at this one. This is 2012. We see early signs of mathematics anxiety. So I can go ahead and order this one as well using interlibrary loan or TAPASA. And I'll show you how to use that momentarily. Let's close out. Let's go back. So I like this article. I want to use it in my research, but I don't want to keep going back and forth to Galileo to try to locate it. I just want to go ahead and save it so I'll have it for when I need to write my paper. What I want to do is click on my email icon right here, and I want to email it to myself. So I will type in my email address, and this can be your personal email address. It does not have to be your school email address. You can also check this circle right here where it says citation format, and we can choose APA 7th edition, and it will send the citation along with the PDF to your email, and you'll always know where it's at so you can use it when the time comes to write that paper. Keep in mind that this citation format is computer generated, so the probability for error is pretty good. So double check to make sure that citation has been cited correctly. Alright, let me hit send. I now have that email with the article and the citation. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so I talked about when you find an empirical article, if you go to the reference section, you could actually order some of those references if you wish to do so through interlibrary loan. But how do you do it? Well, let's take a look at some of these other article selections I have. Here we have gender, general anxiety, and math achievement in early school-age children. So this looks like it might be good for me. I'm not quite sure, right? Let me just click on this title here. Once again, I'll pull up the detailed record. And I want to go to the abstract immediately to see if this is something that I may be interested in using. As we can see, we see longitudinal study. That's a very good indication that it's an empirical research article. It's dealing with math anxiety. Once again, look at that, gender difference. So that is definitely something I may consider adding to my research paper. However, I do not have the PDF full text, so I cannot use this article. What I want to do at this time is learn about interlibrary loan. So right here, if you look at your tab, you leave this open. This is going to be your detailed record with your citation. This is information you'll need to order the article. But what we want to do is click on this tab right here and go back to our GILFIND dashboard. Once we're back at our GILFIND dashboard, remember where it's located. Click on these three ellipses right here. I'm sorry, the three dots or the ellipses icon. And now let's click on the interlibrary loan link. Interlibrary loan will be a very good friend to you because if you cannot find an article or a book, you can certainly order it through here. Let's order this article. Let's click create request. And as you can see, you can order articles or books or other, so you can order DVDs if you wish to do so. In this case, we'll stick with articles. Notice that when you see an asterisk, that is a required field. You will not be able to submit your request until all of the required fields have been filled. So the first thing we'll need is the journal title. Let's leave these tabs open, don't close out. Let's go back to our detailed record tab. So we need the journal title. The journal title is also known as a source, and that is going to be called Issues in Educational Research. So let's copy and paste that. Go back to the user portal and paste. We'll also need the date. So once again, we'll go back to the detailed record, and all the information you need is going to be available here along with the title of the article, which is here. So the date for this article is 2020. Let's copy that. Let's paste. Where did you learn about this item? I don't really care about this stat. The library does not use this. So you can put anything you want to right here. I'll just put the letter X. Right here it says page numbers. Let's go back to our detailed record. Page numbers. 1126 to 1142. Once again, copy paste. Very, very simple thing to do. It'll take you under a minute once you get the hang of it. Title of article. Let's go back to the detail record. Make sure you do not get the source or the journal title mixed up with the article title. This is the article title at the top. Let's copy. Let's paste. Service type, it should automatically default to copy if it's an article because you'll get electronic copy. Need before date. This just lets the computer know when it can cancel your request. Most articles that you order through interlibrary loan will arrive to your email within 24 to 48 hours. However, it could always come from a journal that's hard to find. If that's the case, only several libraries will house that journal, so you may want to put the request date up for about 2 weeks. Although typically, like I said, you'll get that article within 24 to 48 hours, business days only. So if you order it Friday, you probably won't see it until Monday or Tuesday. Right here, where it says patron ID, it can be either your 913 number or your GSW email. We'll take either one. Alright, once all of the required information has been filled in, hit submit request. And that's it. That request has been submitted. And as soon as it's filled, you will receive an email. In that email will be a link, and once you click on it, it'll take you right to the article. Let's look at an article that has already arrived. So this is the one that I ordered earlier. You can see that I have 5 views left on the article. So if I open it 5 times, it will disappear from the database. Also, after October 12th, it will disappear from the database. In order to make sure you have this article past this expiration date, or that you have the article beyond 5 views if you need it, what you want to do is, when you open it the first time, is download the PDF to the desktop. Okay? So once you open that article, go ahead and download that article to your desktop, and then you can keep it for as long as you need it for. Alright, so that will wrap it up for interlibrary loan, and that will wrap it up for EBSCOhost databases. Thank you for watching, and please remember we also have a ProQuest video as well as an ERIC video to help you find those empirical research articles for your research purposes. Thank you very much, and good luck.